Hey friends, welcome back. Today we are continuing on to part 2 in our Park Essentials video series. Let's get to it. Hey guys, and welcome to part 2 of my video of what you need in your park bag. So let's get started. Number 1, if you've got littles. The Loungefly cute little backpacks are so cute if you're, doing a girls trip, or maybe your husband wants to carry the big park bag and you can carry your smaller one. If not, you're gonna probably want a full-size backpack with all the spaces for water bottles and all the things. So this is really cute. I love this. I use this when I go with the littles because it fits all of their stuff and my stuff. But let's look. First things first, pretty self-explanatory. It's a hat. You forget sometimes that, sorry, that's making noises and it's really annoying. You forget that the top of your head will get sunburn. Ladies, the part of your hair is probably gonna get sunburn if you don't wear a hat. Also, number 2, water rides. So you're gonna wanna put your hair in a ponytail, put a hat on, and rain jacket. You're gonna wanna get one that's somewhat thin because you don't wanna wear a really bulky rain jacket in Orlando. Even in the wintertime, it's gonna probably not be so cold that you need like a big parka. So get something that'll fit in the bottom of your backpack, especially if you've got like 4 or 5 other people's stuff that you need to carry. I like this one because it can also be like a windbreaker, just in case it gets a little bit cooler at night. It's just something that you can put on without having to go buy like a long sleeve shirt. But I love this, especially on water rides. Kali River Rapids is not gonna save you. None of this is gonna help you if you go on that ride in Animal Kingdom. But this will help you a whole lot if, when Splash Mountain reopens as Tiana's Bayou Adventure, let's pray for beignets. Let's just pray that they just bring those to the park. This will be helpful, but it will not be helpful in Animal Kingdom. So that water ride, yeah, you're done. But if you do ride that water ride, what you do need in your park bag, flippy floppies. So on those rides, what's gonna happen is your feet are gonna get wet. Or you're gonna be walking through the park in your tennis shoes and your socks, and there's gonna be a downpour, and you are going to be drenched from head to toe. I pack my kids either some flip-flops that I can throw in my bag, or their Crocs that have the backs on them, so that way they don't slide off their feet. But for adults, I say flip-flops all the way, because if your feet get wet and your socks get wet and you're walking around in swishy shoes, not great. And that way it gives you a little bit of time to let your tennis shoes and stuff dry off. This isn't if you don't bring this, you're gonna have a bad time. I just think you're gonna feel a little bit more comfortable if you can take all that wet stuff off and just put your flip-flops on. So that's that. Also, something people don't think about until you go. Water enhancers. So I got this one out because I have 2 different flavors, and you can actually get this at the Twining shop in the UK Pavilion in Epcot, or you can just get it off of Amazon and put it in your park bag and fly down there. This one's watermelon and mint, and they have a blueberry something. But I love this because what people don't understand about water from quick service restaurants and stuff in Orlando is that the water does not taste very good. I don't know if you've ever been to the beach and the water had a weird taste. Orlando, yeah, it's not great. So water enhancers in your bag, so you can if you go to a quick service and the water doesn't taste great, you can put that in there. Also, you're gonna wanna stay hydrated when you're in the park. You get dehydrated very quickly, and bad things can happen when you get dehydrated really quickly in the parks. It's just a lot of walking, a lot of heat, a lot of sun. So these are great just to help everybody stay hydrated. I know a lot of people just don't like water, but this is great. I even with bottled water, you can put that in there. It just helps, move things along. Also another quick tip about water in Orlando. So here's the tip. So get a cup of ice and fill it all the way to the top, and then most of the quick service restaurants are going to have a hot flip up like tab, like where you can get really hot water for like hot chocolate or like your teas or whatnot, and most of them have that. At least I know the resorts do. Here's a tip. Fill it with the hot scalding water, but make sure the ice is all the way to the top. And that hot water tastes better than the cold tap water that you get at the quick service restaurants. And I've found that it just tastes so much better. And so that is my insider's tip, is the hot water, fill up the ice all the way at the top. You'll thank me later. Yeah, 2 more things, especially if you have kids. Wipes, Purell wipes. This is going to be for surfaces, for tables that have something sticky that they didn't quite clean well before that you got there, or the seats have somebody spilled an icy or something. These are great. You can wipe your hands with them if you want. I mostly use it like on surfaces for my kids, and especially if you're going to be going to any festivals. Those tops of the trash can before you put your stuff down, that's second as a bistro table, yeah. You're going to wipe those trash cans down before you place your stuff on there. And then last but not least, you're going to want to get a Disney gift card, either before you go or when you're down there. If you're down there for like one of the festivals, you can go to any of the booths and get a gift card and purchase it, and it's one that you can reload. Sometimes it'll have like a little wristlet or whatever. The reason why I recommend that for the festivals is because you stop at like all of these different booths, and before you know it, you could be halfway around to all the way to the America Pavilion and realize, oh my God, we've spent $200 just on drinks and snacks at each of the booths. So if you get a preloaded and put some money on a gift card, let's say you're like, let's start with 100 and then see where we're at. You'll get a receipt each place, and at the bottom it'll tell you how much money is left on the gift card, so you can kind of keep up with it better, so that you're not just running your gift card, running your credit card or your debit card or scanning your Magic Band. And you're welcome to do those things, but especially if you're going with like a large party or you're drinking around the world, best to not have any surprises and just maybe preload how much you want to spend at the booths. It's just a good way to handle that, especially if like you're giving your kids like, you want to go this way and they want to, you have older kids and they want to go a certain direction. Maybe give them the gift card and preload it with money on it, and then when they're done, they're done. But yeah, so big backpack for the littles. You've got your gift card, you've got your cleaning wipes, water enhancers, flip-flops, rain jacket, hat, and yeah, I think you're pretty good to go. So that is part 2 of my what's in my park bag. I think it's helpful to have these things and to know these things before you get down there. You can always buy these things when you're there, but it tends to be less expensive when you buy them ahead of time. And then that way you can prepare yourself for how much space you're going to need in your backpack and, be prepared. So I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And if you need help booking your trip or you need more advice, reach out to me. It's Caroline at glassslipperconcierge.com, and I would love to help you and your family plan and master and customize the most perfect vacation ever. It's going to be magical. Love you. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for more great tips and travel planning at Caroline Christensen Travel. Much love, and make it magical.